Thank you for purchasing the Matsui isolation valve. We'll be using it in this video today to clean this tankless water heater. These water heaters will build up with calcium and minerals, so we recommend cleaning them about once a year. So we'll demonstrate how to do that in this video. Preparing to clean this tank, we have all of our materials here. We have a cleaning set which includes this water pump, 2 hoses, and this 5-gallon bucket. We also have a smaller bucket here, towel, and our cleaning solution, vinegar-based cleaning solution. Okay, and one precaution before we begin. This tank is filled with really hot water, which can be dangerous, so we're going to turn off the power and wait about 30 minutes for the water in the tank to cool down, and then we'll get started. Okay, now with the power turned off, next we are going to close the valves for the gas and for the water supply. So first, you can see with the valves parallel to the pipes, they're open, so we need to close these. We're going to turn them 90 degrees. First the gas here, next the cold water inlet, and the hot water outlet. And now they're all closed. With these valves all closed, we are ready to take off these drain plugs. We're going to start from the outlet side, and I'm using this bucket to catch any water that might come out as we are opening this up. And also, if you want to be extra careful, we have these towels below tied around the pipes because this bucket might not catch all of the water. And on this first one, you won't see too much water, but there will be more on the inlet side, on the other side. So, a little bit of water is coming out here. And once this kind of drains and we've caught most of it in the bucket, then we're going to attach our first hose here. Okay. Just make sure this is securely tightened. Feels good. Okay, and the other end of this hose will go back in that same bucket. And the bucket we will use again on this second plug. Okay. And again, be careful, more water should come out this time on this second plug. So let's see. Yeah. On the second one, we kind of broke the vacuum seal, so more of the water is coming out now. And we'll get the rest of that water out. Okay, and attach our second hose. The second hose is connected to our pump, and we are basically making a closed loop for our cleaning solution to cycle through the tank. Okay, so next we have our cleaning solution preparation ready. In our large bucket, this is a 5-gallon bucket, we have about 2 gallons of water mixed with our solution, but depending on your brand of solution, it might be more water, up to 3 or 4 gallons. But we have our solution and 2 gallons, and next we are going to put our pump into the solution. This is a submersible pump, so it goes right in here. We need to make sure that this other hose, which we attached to the outlet, this also goes into the solution. Okay, so now we'll have a closed loop with our solution and the tank. And the next, we also need to plug in our pump. And as soon as we connect the power, this will begin circulating the water. Okay, so now this has been cycling through our tank for about 45 minutes. Depending on your solution, it might be longer or shorter. But for this particular solution, we're doing 45 minutes, which is now up. So we're first going to cut the power to our pump. Okay, and I'm going to take out the pump. You'll see the solution is still coming out from the pump, so give it a minute. And actually, we can use this other bucket for our pump. And to make sure you rinse this off after we're done to clean off that solution. And we'll also take out this other hose. And you also, of course, need to dispose of this solution properly. Okay, so our bucket is empty. I have our small bucket again, which I'm going to use as we disconnect this hose. And get ready to rinse out our tank with some water. So, disconnecting the hose from the inlet side, the cold water. And we're going to reattach this drain plug. And make sure it's tight. Okay. And the next, we want to keep this other hose attached and put that back into the big bucket. We're going to run water through here, which is going to come out into this bucket. We're going to slowly open the inlet. And the water's cycling through, cleaning out the inside of the tank with any remaining solution and coming into the bucket. We want to do this for about 5 minutes. And during that time, you will probably have to empty this bucket a few times. Okay, so after this has been running for about 5 minutes, I think we're all good. So we're going to close this valve so that it's at a right angle. It's closed. And next, we are going to disconnect this other hose, again with our bucket to catch any water come out. Okay, yep, there's a little water. Once that water's out, we'll reattach this other drain plug. And just make sure this is tight. Okay. So now it's back to its original condition. We'll reopen the valves, the outlet, the inlet, and the gas. And then last, we'll just reconnect the power. Okay, and we're all finished. The last thing you may want to do is run this through maybe your shower or somewhere in your house just for a few minutes to get out any remaining traces of the solution or the scaling. So after that, you'll be all good to go for the next year. And you do want to do this about once a year to keep your tank in the best condition. Thanks for watching.